Hi, this is Sandro. I have been a Manchester United fan, some would say fanatic, for the last 46 years. I've been to every Premiership football ground, every European away ground. It would be fair to say over the 46 years I've had a season ticket, I have been one of their staunchest supporters. Now, in that time, I have had the privilege of meeting many of the iconic players that have graced the turf at Old Trafford in Manchester. And behind me, just a few of those famous names that I have looked up to all these years, some more recent, some certainly going back a fair way. And in the late 1970s and early 1980s, there was a certain Bryan Robson. He was the captain of the club, and he was the one that all the players looked up to. And I was lucky enough to get a signed shirt, which is in my gym behind me, as you can see. Now, the reason I'm telling you about Bryan Robson is that because he was so iconic, he was the person I aspired to be, not necessarily as a footballer, but just everything he stood for. And so the idea I want to share with you today is something called the Circle of Five. And the Circle of Five, the basic premise is that we should always try to build relationships with at least two mentors, two people that we really look up to, that we aspire to be like, and these are people that we want to surround ourselves. I used to play a lot of golf back in the day, and one of the things I was always taught by my coach in my county of Somerset in the UK was that I should always practice and play with players that were better than me. And that was the way I improved, because I always tried to lift my game to aspire to be like them. So in anything that you do, whether it's sport or business or fitness or anything spiritually, or the way you see other people live their life around the work-life balance, the family environment, make sure you spend time with at least two people that you look up to, that you aspire to be like. At the same time, and this is really important, there will be people, you may not necessarily know this, maybe you're too modest to admit it, but the reality is there will be at least two people out there, obviously lots more, but at least two people who are quite close to you that really want to be like you. Now, the idea of the Circle of Five is that as long as you always stay in the middle of the Circle of Five, in other words, you spend time with people you want to be like, at least two people, and you spend time with two people who want to be like you, that you believe you can help, lift them up as you are being lifted up, what you then get is the perfect balance in life. You're always looking forward, you're always reaching out to someone for a helping hand to pull you forward. At the same time, you are dragging two people with you. So you create that momentum where you're not just being fulfilled by someone else, you are fulfilling the needs and ambitions and objectives of other people as well. And it's that kind of philanthropic balance in life. And philanthropy, by the way, something we'll talk about on another occasion, doesn't necessarily have to involve giving money. Sometimes noticing someone, sometimes reaching out and lifting someone up when they're feeling down. I've had some amazing stories from some of the people I've coached over the years where some of their greatest fulfillment, some of their greatest objectives have been reached just because they've helped somebody else. So when you are reaching up to someone else to be pulled forward in life, don't forget to look over your shoulder, reach down and take somebody with you on that amazing journey.